Hi guys, today I wanted to record a video to show you some exercises that you can use specific for BJJ strength training on a set of gymnastic rings. Gymnastic rings, a fantastic piece of equipment, excellent for developing overall strength. I'm not going to cover the obvious exercises that you can do on a pair of gymnastic rings. For example, a simple horizontal row, pull-ups, push-ups, the basic stuff, which are great exercises for you to do on a set of gymnastic rings. Really good at developing strength. Although I want to give you something that is a little bit more specific to Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and strength training for Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to develop good straight arm strength using a set of gymnastic rings. So I'm going to demonstrate and then I'll talk you through the exercise. So I'm going to go into a press-up position. I'm going to keep my arms as close to underneath my shoulders as possible, and I'm going to have my body in a bit of a hollow position with a really engaged core, engaged glutes, and I'm pushing off the toes. I'm not sagging. I'm in a good, strong, hollow position. And then I'm keeping my shoulder blades pulled back, and I'm just leaning my weight into my arms. And then over time, as I get better at this, what I want to do is rotate the thumbs outwards, so the pits of the elbows are facing forward, and I'm driving away at the rings, really driving away at the rings all the time. And I'm going to relax and come up. So I talk about straight arm strength a lot, specific for Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. You do a lot of posting with your arm, you do a lot of pushing with your arm. When your arm gets extended, it can be, to use an example, if you're scrambling and you post out on your arm, it's quite easy to tweak your wrist, tweak your elbow, or tweak your shoulder. This is going to make you very strong in that position to help protect you against those kind of injuries. And also, even though it's not always brilliant technique to push away against someone, sometimes you need to be able to do that. So having that very good, strong, straight down position is going to make you very effective in those kind of movements. And as I get better at this exercise, what I want to do is slowly bring the rings closer and closer to the floor. Typically when I'm doing it, the rings are on the floor. As you can see, I run out the room. I don't normally do it on something this high. I could put a box here to make it level, or I could put a box here and actually make the rings low where my feet are. So you can make it progressively harder and harder. So a really good way to develop straight arm strength. And what's really good about this compared to just doing it on a floor is if I'm on a floor, I can't rotate my elbows as effectively when I'm on the floor and have the instability of the rings moving around. So it's going to be much better at developing fantastic strength through the wrists, through the elbows, through the shoulders, and all of the supporting muscles that you need to perform a pushing motion. So straight arm ring strength, or basic straight arm ring strength on a pair of rings is going to be fantastic for Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Okay, so let's now go into the next exercise. So you would have all seen, I'll show quickly with two rings, a basic horizontal row. Right, okay, great exercise on its own. But let's give you something a little bit different, a little bit more specific to Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Again, I'll demonstrate and then I'll talk through the benefits. Okay, just rest there. So this is a single arm row variation. Fantastic for developing pulling strength for the upper body. Obviously essential for Brazilian Jiu Jitsu strength training, but what you're doing there is adding in two variations. So you're replicating the movement used in an arm drag, and also replicating the movement that you would use in many situations. Let's say you're in a butterfly guard and you're posting on someone and you're moving away to go into a technical stand-up. Again, you're just developing that motion. So the movement patterns that you're developing here are going to be the pulling strength, but also the rotation strength that you need in many positions in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. This is a great way to train them. And similar to the straight arm strength work that I just demonstrated, where you place your body in relation to the rings is going to make it harder or easier. So if this is very difficult for you, you can be in an almost standing up position, and I'm going to come and rotate. But if that's far too easy for you, then you can bring it down and bring it down and bring it down. And I'm here, core is nice and locked. I pull up in a nice smooth motion, and just as I get to the top, I rotate. Come all the way back down. Don't let the arm overextend. Make sure you're keeping that shoulder locked into the socket. And I'm like this, and I'm going to pull, and this time I'm going to rotate the other way. And nice and controlled on the way down, and switch sides. So a fantastic exercise for you to put in place. And one last thing as a bit of a bonus. When you're doing your strength training for Jiu Jitsu, particularly with these kind of motions, you're going to get very tight around the chest. So a great exercise to loosen up those muscles. I'm just going to be like I'm in the bottom of a press-up position, and just find where your tight spots are, move those elbows back, squeeze those shoulder blades in, and you should feel it stretch on the front of the shoulder, just on the inside of the pec. And another one you can do is to bring the rings in this kind of position and sink into it. And take your time with this. There's a lot of pressure now on the tendons and the joints, so build up to it. From again, where you place your body in relation to the rings is going to make it more difficult or more easy. So start off almost vertical and gradually go down. So guys, I hope this video was good. Give these exercises a go and let me know how you get on. Thank you.